We are live.
Mm.
So, guys, I hope the quality is better. We got mic'd up now. You know what I'm saying? Thanks to TJ.
Can do it right.
But once again, welcome to Great Areas. As you can see, if you subscribe to the right YouTube channel, you will see notifications and our Instagrams. My personal page and his personal page, we always post our updates and everything like that. We're trying to take Great Areas somewhere in life. Um, Today's topic today, it's going to be about how do you create like your whole foundation becoming a photographer and a model, as in your brand. So, like, what are you comfortable being shot in? What is your specialties as a model? And what are your specialties as in shooting as a photographer? Me personally, I have my do's and don'ts in modeling. My do's and don'ts is I do not want me personally, because if I get big and stuff like that, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? But like brand shoots, as in like I what how do you say it? Like nudity, not doing
hmm
that.
hmm
Not doing that. Touch me, not doing that. Like there's a limit to photography. We're not doing that. So that's my whole thing about like is doing it already.
No, you good. Be patient.
So it's just about putting yourself inside of a situation. Like me, I like streetwear, I like black and white, I like classy, I am a suit girl. So I already put myself in my agenda on how I like to be shot. I don't
hmm
like the whole like I like to recreate things, but I'll be in like a dress or a two-piece max.
hmm
So I have my ways on how I like to be filtered. And if I am booked, I do express that, like shows, anything in the whole entire thing, because it's a respect thing at the same time. I
hmm
know all women have respect for themselves. Like, don't get me wrong, because everybody shoot how they shoot and they love their
hmm
body and stuff like that. But you will have to pay me a huge amount of a sum and my partner, because we do not play them games.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
What's your standpoint on it?
Um, Specifically, which point you want me to talk to? Being a photographer and identifying the style, or
Yes.
kind of touch on what you touched on as far as like limits? Which one?
So do the first one first and then your limits.
All right. So, as far as me, I have a style. I
Mhm,
can't like put it into words like what it is, but you know it when you see it.
mhm,
And as far as discovering that style, it took a lot of trial and error. Let me say that. So it came from studying, well-known photographers. I'll shout them out at a later point. But like just studying different people and taking different bits and pieces from different works that I've seen to nail down like what can I do repeatedly, right?
mhm,
What can I do consistently and what is it that people are coming to me for? So if I had to, my style is not light and airy. It's not like wedding type, right?
mhm,
But it's also not dark and moody.
mhm,
It's kind of like in the gray area.
mhm.
Ah, you see what I did there? But yeah, so but I would say my style of photography is very like very clean. I'll say
Mhm,
that. I look for the cleanness, the sleekness, and then the repetitiveness of it. So I'll be able to repeat it. So
mhm.
hopefully that answered the question.
It did. Mhm,
And as far as like do's and don'ts and approaching things. That's why
mhm,
having a portfolio, having a good IG representation of like what you want to attract. Like somebody told me that a long time ago, like you are what you attract. So
mhm.
as a model or as a photographer, if you find yourself shooting a lot of say boudoir or stuff like that, what are you portraying in your portfolio to get those people if that's the thing that you don't want, right? But
Mhm.
if it's something that you want, then hey, kudos to you. Keep it up.
That's a really good point, especially like the point of view and stuff like that. Because I know, like, between other artists and stuff like that, they do some shoots of some nudity and some non-nudity, but there's a
Mhm.
standpoint in certain things. So I really do appreciate that standpoint. And You are spot on with the cleanliness inside the photos because I'm telling you, top tier.
Yeah,
Can't say that.
one of the things I pride myself on. So yeah,
That is a very good thing.
but you
Hi,
said
Mr.
something about
GQ. Thanks for joining the live.
you said something else in there, along the lines of like do's and don'ts.
Mhm,
So I would say anybody that is a photographer out there, man, just be professional and respect people's boundaries. Like if you have to ask a question more than once, it's probably not the thing to do. Like they're probably not feeling comfortable. So you probably should
mhm,
just move away from it or move on.
mhm.
So I've heard a numerous amount of stories of just different models who find their way in my studio, just saying, like you were saying last week, the level of comfort is a thing. Like if they don't want to do it, bro, they don't want to do it. Like
Yeah.
just move on.
And, like, because I kinda do see that because like, some people be having, like, their backlashes and stuff like that, on, like, when they say, like, "Oh, why won't you don't do this style? We already talked about it." And, like, in the moment of time, they could change your mind because, like, at the end of the day, if you don't feel comfortable with something, you shouldn't force it upon somebody.
Right.
So, that's the real spill in that. So, it's just amount of respect and stuff like that because it's like a different threshold when you're in an environment with you per se, like when we're shooting and stuff like
Hmm.
that. So, it's just if let me ask this, if
Hmm.
somebody did ask for a specific type of photo shoot, as in like the boundaries that I said I won't cross, how would you go
Hmm.
about that?
Just I approach everything as a question first, right?
Mhm,
So and then I triple check, I quadruple check sometimes.
mhm,
So like, okay, so what you sent in the picture, are we going for this exactly, or are you doing something similar, or are you doing something
mhm,
close? And you worked with me before. Sometimes you come in and you show me your reference pictures, and we get the shot in the first 15 minutes.
mhm,
And then in most cases from there, people want to get, their money's worth. So you book like an hour session or a 30-minute session. Most people expect to get those 30 minutes, right? So after we get the shot that you want, now we're into like I'll just say experimenting phase, right?
mhm,
But everything is posed as a question. And it's very simple. It's like, hey, are you comfortable doing this or are you not? And if
mhm,
they say no, we move on to something else. We
mhm.
we manipulate it, we figure something else out.
We
But
make it comfortable.
yeah, so and another thing for like photographers, because I had the conversation with my wife too about it. It's like not everything or not every session that I shoot or that is paid is for me to advertise, right?
Mhm.
Because I have a wide range of people that follow me on my platform.
Socials.
Yeah, so like I'm fine if you want to post it on yours and give me credit or whatever. We'll have that conversation before you leave. Like, yeah, what we just shot, probably don't mention me in it. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
yeah,
I understand that for sure. Especially like the more intimate moments, especially
right.
like because some people do contracts, some people don't do contracts. So it's just a conversation that can go a long way. But guys, with that being said, there's just a lot of standpoints between photographers and models. Always be comfortable on how you stand within yourself, like how we talked about in our first couple episodes. Always know who you are first. Always know your limits, find your way around, and find your comfortability.
Mhm.
Because now I'm comfortable in front of the camera. Once upon a time, I was not comfortable in front of the camera. I was very shy. I didn't think I was gonna like clothes. I thought I was gonna stay in my bum and clothes 24/7. But it's a whole nother art field that I was introduced from my auntie. And she just made me become this sunflower that just bloomed. So you can take it a long way if you put your mind to it, and especially your grind to it, because one picture is not gonna take you nowhere. You have to be consistent, you have to keep going and stuff like that, and know your limits and know how to speak up for yourself. Because don't let nobody run over you.
True, for sure. And from the photographer side of it, like you got to keep shooting. Like,
Mhm,
and like I said, over time, it was definitely trial and error with me until I honed in on what it is that set me apart from everybody else. Because just in Atlanta alone, man, every corner you turn, every street you go down, it's somebody calling themselves a photographer. So, what are you gonna do to separate yourself from, you
being a
know,
photographer.
every everybody else? And what are you gonna do to get that client to come back? So that's the thing for me. I'm big on repetition. So like I worked with you several times and I have
Mhm,
another batch of models that I work with numerous of times. So if and along the lines of like if I wanted to do something creative along the lines of what you were saying earlier, so if I know Faith doesn't want to do this, I have a set of people I can call to get that idea out of my head, right? I
Mhm.
wouldn't even try you on that because it's already been understood that that's just not what you do. But
Mhm.
again, man, just practice on being consistent with what it is and identifying your style. So that's about all I can say.
I'm not gonna lie, this question mark thing just popped up. Oh well. But that's a really good point of view as well.
Yeah.
I do want to stay inside this video as well, starting like in the next couple weeks or next week. If y'all, we're gonna pull up a poll. If y'all got some questions and stuff like that for us to talk about, especially on the comments and everything like that. So it's not just about one topic. We can talk about multiple topics. If y'all state it right then and there though.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I forgot to mention, I'm glad you said that. We do have a great areas platform and we
Hmm.
are trying our best to get the content over there and push it out over there. So if y'all can tell your friends, your family, your mama, your grandma, your auntie, your cousins, your baby cousin, anybody with a phone, tell, tell them to go over to great areas and make sure they subscribe.
So we have a great areas Instagram and a great areas YouTube's, and both will be tagged down below inside the video as well.
For sure. Um, this is random. I thought about this because I started this
Hmm.
thing like 3 weeks ago. You know, you follow my Instagram story where I kind of do like a Sunday spotlight, but
Hmm.
I kind of want to change that because we're doing a gray areas thing, right? So,
Hmm.
what do you think about each week we spotlight a model and a photographer that we've been either,
Eyeballing.
yeah,
I got you. I
yeah.
see it.
I know it was random, but you got one. I already got mine. It was basically my Sunday spotlight.
I do have one.
Go ahead.
I've worked with her before. Her name is Kat. She is in school right now, but I'm telling you, this girl's creative mind is spectacular. I'm talking about if you looked at her page, bruh, she has like pictures of her in her outfits with like her head as a balloon floating. Like her creativity, I want a piece of that because like my page is cool and on, but like hers just speak volume. It's like when you go on
Yeah.
her page, hi, my name's Kat, and she's just lovely, she's bubbly, and that's my girl.
Yeah. Mine was, if you do follow me on Instagram, you already know this, but my Sunday spotlight was, or my spotlight for this one was none other than my brother, Brandon. He
Yes.
goes by Liddell Visuals or Shot by Liddell.
Adele.
He got
He got
out like
10 million pages. I'm talking about anything that end with Dale, that's him.
yeah, but my reason for spotlighting him, not only do we work well together, we've shot a couple weddings, we've done gigs and all that stuff together. It's just he sometimes reminds me of like the different vantage point. And what I mean by that, he's that photographer. He'll lay on the floor, he'll climb in a tree, you know what I'm saying?
On
Just
a
to get
ladder.
just to get the angle. And sometimes I find myself being I don't want to say stoic, but like being very, very, to the point. It's like, if I
Mhm.
gotta do all that, I'm probably not gonna do it. So I spotlight him because and over the years, like just knowing where he started, his work has improved like vastly. So
Yes.
that's just one I've been noticing lately.
That's our guy right there. And he got a new camera. Gotta come
Yeah,
test it out.
he does have a new camera. He got more money than me, so apparently I'm doing something wrong.
Don't say that.
No, I'm just kidding.
Both of
Nah,
y'all
nah.
good.
Yeah, that's another thing as a photographer, finding your style, man. Finding you got to buy the right camera for what it is that you're shooting. So
Yes.
some people go so wrong from the beginning because they just buy the wrong thing or they buy what they feel like everybody else in the industry is using. Like,
And a vlogging camera is different from a
uh,
shots camera.
yeah, well, tell me about it.
Yes.
Typically if you buy a vlogging camera, most cameras nowadays are going to be able to take pictures, decent
Hmm.
pictures, but that's not what it was designed for.
Hmm.
So, and well, that's a whole nother topic talking about low lighting and
Hmm.
apertures, and it would do that.
The whole thing.
An- we'll do that another show. Might be another channel for that matter. But yeah, um, again, mama, brother, sister, cousin, auntie, baby cousins.
baby mama, baby daddy, co-workers. If you just want to take their phone and you support us so much, just put it in there. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, that's what we doing, man. But now, this was a good topic. This was a good topic because I definitely can see your look
Mhm.
from your portfolios and various things like that. And then also as a photographer, understanding what that model's said look is, like knowing what they're trying to achieve or knowing what they're going for is also important. Yeah,
Mhm.
it should be like a equal opportunity thing, but especially if the person is paying you to get images and things for their portfolio, it is a part of customer service that you ensure that that person gets what they need, right? And probably like not knowingly, I don't know if you've noticed like the flow in which we do things in the shoot.
Mhm.
That's the whole reason for the iPad and the TV and everything is right. It's just like I pause periodically. Was like, hey, do you see images in there that you can use, or do you think you're gonna pick some of those? And
Mhm.
if it's yes, we move on. If it's no, we go back and we try to get the shot that you feel like you need in that outfit or whatever. So all of that is intentional. It's all for a reason. So
Mhm.
once, like I said, I work fast. So once we get your images that you know for sure that you're gonna want, then we move into what I might want
Mhm.
as long as the model is okay with it. So I just wanted to say that. I'm sorry. Took over your
Yes.
live. Okay.
No, this our life. It's not. It's just me. But yes, I do stand 10 toes down for what you say about that because like when you do shoot with any of the brothers actually like the TV, iPad, and everything being there, it is a very good help. It shows you your now I wouldn't say flaws, but where you kind of need to tweak something a little bit because sometimes one eye be open, one eye don't be open. And I be seeing it after I see it on the iPad. So
Yeah,
I do say that for sure. But once again, always stay 10 toes down on how you feel and how you want to be shot as a model. And
right.
that's just one thing that's very important as a person because how you want to be shot as a model is how somebody's going to take you as a person.
For
Everybody know
sure.
I'm a businesswoman because how I carry myself.
I bet you
So
probably shocked a lot of people with the rain and the copper hair.
yeah, still can say your suit though. Thank
Yeah,
ya.
yeah, yeah. There's that.
But there's just a lot of things that come in between both worlds because, like, say one day I get signed with Rihanna with her brand, I will love her brand, but I probably wouldn't be as comfortable
Right.
in Victoria's Secret walking down a runway in a bra and panties.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's just like my standpoint on my limitations of modeling. Like I will always be like somebody for headshots, sportswear, and stuff like that. I'm that girl. You can hit me up for that.
Noted. Won't hit you up for anything. No, just one. Anything else. But no, I mean, as with anything, man, people evolve, people grow. People discover new avenues and new lanes. Like I started out shooting events. I never thought in a million years I'd be considered like a portrait photographer or being able to do like
Mhm.
stylistic and creative things. And then, one thing led to another. And then I think what got me into it was literally the level of comfort that people had with me. So
Mhm.
that's what led me into that lane. My bad.
No, you're fine. But I think that concludes our topic for today. Our
True.
topic for next week is going to be like, don't mind that. I don't know why the camera flipped. I was not taking
You
a
good.
shot. Sorry.
You planning to take one. It's
No,
okay.
no, no, no,
We're all
no, no.
adults here.
My
Don't mess
dad
with
not with me. I can't take it
I
without
got
him.
you. I got you.
But again, like I was saying, next week's topic is gonna be very like manageable, respectful, and everything like that. It's actually gonna show you about your guidelines and actually give you one step forward on if you want to put yourself in this point of view between a model
Mhm.
or a photographer. So y'all be prepared for that. Stay in tune inside of our Instagram and our YouTube channel, Gray Areas. And it's going to be in the comment section for you guys to click. the actual Instagram. If you could find the Instagram easier than the YouTube link is inside the Instagram, and we will keep you guys updated. Our first 3 episodes have
We'll be
been
up. Yeah,
or
they
have
will
been
be up
up
over there.
inside the YouTube channel and everything like that.
And
Anything
this
else to
is
say?
nope. Other than the last thing, this has been another episode of Great Areas with Faith and TJ. I am TJ,
I am Faith.
and we will see y'all next Wednesday at 6.
6 p.m. Be there or be square.
All
See
right.
ya.